depends on the day.
That's probably a good answer. Probably a real good answer. We all have those days, you know. In fact,
It was just so overwhelming. I mean, like, in my personal life, in my professional life, you're trying to figure out what kind of professional are you on top of that, all that, and it was just like,
sometimes we don't have to figure those things out; they get figured out for us. You know,
well, it was more of, I guess I was in a fight or flight position, like,
you've said that all along. Yeah.
and it was like, I need to survive. And I was very skeptical of this job because it's like I never had a boss that treated me with kindness, and coworkers that treated me with kindness as well. And so I value, and so that was something I'm still digesting that, to be honest with you. But like, but yeah, like it's like, oh, I've been here 4 months, a little 4 months, and I'm like, oh, I'm still hired, okay.
Are you surprised at that?
Well, not surprised. I just didn't. I was.
In this world, what I have found is if you do your job and you show up and you see your people, then, you know, usually that's what's required.
I know what's difficult when you have a lot of people is keeping up with progress notes.
It is.
You get behind really quickly.
I just finished Thursdays today. You know, I know. You're right, it is.
And so I hate sitting QA, like, who's please release this note, I'm only 20 seconds late.
I know, I hated those too.
I'm just trying to get my groove, and I just don't want to get in trouble for being late, you know?
When I worked in the school, well, I've done it different ways. I mean, what works for me is I get up and I come in an hour early every morning. And that way I can do the notes from the day before. When I worked in a school and I had an office, and back then we could see the kiddos for 50 minutes, and that was 4 units. So I would see the kiddos for 50 minutes. My QBHP, which was an MHPP then, would take the kids back for me and bring me the next kid, and I would do my note while they were gone. So then I could start my note, or I could start with the new kiddo, do the thing, and the same thing back, and it worked out. But not everybody has that set up.
Well,
you know?
I camped out at the middle school every Tuesday, so.
So then you may be able to, well, see, right now you have to see them for 53 to 55 or whatever.
It's 50 minutes on some, and the only insurance I've learned so much is Arkansas Total Care. You have to see them 53 minutes.
Girl, in order for me not to have to remember that, I just make sure I see everybody that long. It's just easier and I don't have to worry about it then. But what was really hard on me was when they changed the 30 minutes to 25 instead of 23. Because some of them you can still do 23, right? Or is everybody 25 now?
Yeah.
Everybody's 25. And I was doing my 23 minutes on some of my folks and not getting paid for them, having to non-bill them because it wasn't long enough.
Well, like I tell you, last night I had a kid that was going to be had expired psych eval, and I realized, oh my gosh, if I don't get this turned in, I don't get paid.
Oh, right.
So boy, I was
right
on it.
Good for you.
It's like,
and not everybody looks at those psych evals.
I told them, I said, your psych eval is going to be expired on the 14th.
And I can't see you until you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you are really learning, you're picking up on what you have to do as far as the agency's concerned, and you don't really have that many ethical dilemmas, it doesn't sound like. Or do you feel like you do?
No, it's more of, I have an ethical dilemma. I either flush it out with another therapist in mind.
Good. I think it's good to use the resources you have, and good for you. Well, hopefully everything recorded okay, and this will be our last meeting.
Yes.
But I'm here Mondays and Tuesdays, so, well.
I'm here too.
if I'm here and you need anything, feel free to pop in, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Well, alrighty, thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time out and doing this for me.
No problem.
More than you know.